I'll be using a steamer trunk model that I downloaded from Sketchfab. The link is in the description. I've also provided a link to the font I'm using in the description. I add a fill layer and then add a black mask. I add a fill to the black mask. I search for the font I want to use and drag it onto the grayscale option of the fill. I open the 2D view and move the text into place. Change the rotation and the text itself. I change the UV wrap to none. And I hold Shift and change the scale and move it into place. For the decals or stickers, I'm using some photos that I edited to have a transparent background. I don't own the rights to these images, so if you're following along, you'll need to find your own. I open the textures library and drag in my decals. I make sure to define all the decals as a texture. I add a fill layer and rename it. I then drag and drop the first decal onto the base color channel. In the 2D view, I can hold Shift and scale the decal down, and I also rotate it. I change the UV wrap to none so it won't repeat. On the layer, I right-click and add an anchor point, which will allow me to have even more control over the decal. I add a black mask to the layer, and then add a fill to the black mask. Under the grayscale option for the fill, I open the anchor point. I change the alpha behavior to extract alpha, otherwise my dark colors and outlines will appear transparent. Back on the decal, I can now change the height and roughness. To scuff up the decal, I add another fill to the black mask and look for a grunge texture. I then change the blend mode to multiply, so only the decal is affected. I can then change the other parameters. Now I can duplicate this layer and change the base color and the grunge maps. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video about using decals, stickers, and text in Substance Painter, you may enjoy this video. Have a good day.